Hello everyone. This lecture is a part of your paper on gender, media and society. This lecture will help you to analyze male images and the effect of media content on men. With media's power enhancing in a developing society, messages and contents produced by several platforms have the capability of either changing existing norms and taboos or reinforcing new values among audiences. One of the basic reasons why media contents are produced is to provide meanings and exert influences on audiences in a society. Media impacts each audience group separately and distinguishedly. Media functions in various ways to construct social images and helps in representation. Audience members also draw relevance to the media contents and seek models for their behaviors. Further, talking about media influence, according to Burton, the influence of media is collective rather than operating through any one medium or text. The media collectively operate within a range of other cultural and social factors which also condition possible influence. The influence of media is conditioned by range of personal and social factors for the individual audience member, including the social upbringing and their immediate personal circumstances. Influence is conditioned by the context of reception. Influence is more likely if the media text speaks of attitudes and values already held by the audience. One may recognize behavioral response to, for example, a charity campaign, but this does not demonstrate attitudinal change. Media messages affect both males and females with their representation. Images of women and their effects on audiences have been much deliberated upon, but it is also important to note that media contents contain male representation as well. Portrayal of male characters is predominated in magazines, television, film and advertisement contents. Hobza 2007 noted research had indicated that media portrayals of ideal men have changed over time and being marked to men in increasingly exaggerated forms through magazines and TV. Media influence leads to a certain degree of attitudinal changes and the way one perceives about the role of the male section. Scholars explain that media platforms can be seen as a podium of struggle for proving the dominance of one set of ideas over the other. Media channels tend to create a lasting effect over perceived ideas or beliefs while enabling audiences to either adopt or reject values and norms. Scholars' opinion that media affects the emotional state of audience. This may include the production of an emotional frame of reference for or against such subject as social groups or commodities. What one feels about a subject. Audience's agenda for the day is also set with the prioritization capacity of media contents. While media pursues audiences to indulge in social relationships, it also invents to producing a set of ideas demand to be real in regards to social norms. Apart from these, media facilitates in reinforcing popular concepts and the way one should comprehend the world. Next, moving on to effects on men. When it comes to impact of media on men, it has been noted that how male youths are affected by different sorts of contents with globalization paving its way in countries like India, youths are undoubtedly benefited with host information from across the world. They are able to gain access into the global arena of knowledge with international exposure and newer opportunities. New fields of profession and education have opened up for the modern generation both in India and abroad. While lack of proper knowledge was one of the basic hindrances in earlier times, today's youth face no such drawbacks. Besides, entertainment has also managed to take up a lot of youth's attention. They are mostly drawn towards media contents with ingredients of fast music and lots of fashion mantras. According to Gangopedi, the youth are given an idea of extreme westernized culture, especially through the music channels, which depict life to be one long party which has to be enjoyed. Music videos and serials depict youth as using designer label for clothing and accessories in college. These ideas penetrate through societies and leave a considerable mark on the psychology of young boys. The idea of good is also perpetuated through several media contents which led to the enhanced importance of multi-genes in a youngster's life. In order to be counted as smart, it requires a youth to spend time in discotheques with friends or to sport trendy bikes and expensive cars. Media representation often shows that young girls are attracted to those guys who possess all these above qualities. They are depicted as being deeply committed to highly consumerist red letters days like Valentine's Day and New Year's Eve. Gangopadhyay states, she notes that these are consciously or unconsciously imitated by the youth. Often, such representation divert the attention of the young generation from their socio-economic context, educational pursuits, or employment concerns. Gangopadhyay notes sometimes serious issues like drugs, alcohol, AIDS are discussed, but in the most superficial manner. Hence, the desired impact of such serious issues is lessened to a great degree due to faculty presentation of the context. Now let's discuss about men and media. In the earlier media contents, men's look was only restricted to being tall, while their functions were more highlighted than anything else. However, with the passage of time, representation have become more focused on men's look amidst a host of their characteristics. While an increasing number of media products are taking a shift from objectification of male characters are being commodified largely, especially in advertisements and fiction formats. In this paper, What About Men? Social comparison and the effects of media images on body and self-esteem. Hobza suggested the ideal male body marked to men is more muscular than the ideal male body marked to women. Media representation has focused more on how healthy and physically fit a person can be. Fashion magazines for men have evolved with more stress on how well built a man can look. Products of growing body with six packs apps have spread in media like never before. The media has created an ideal male body which represents men with muscular physique. According to scholars, Superman action heroes are much more muscular in present time as cited by Hobza and others. The attention of audiences drawn more towards physicality of male characters has led to some detrimental effects on men in the society. The presentation of these overtly muscular figures on media platforms sensationalized in a decline in body esteem among young men. Pointed Bartley, Harris Smith and Bond Rackle, Bollywood films like Desi Boys and Dostana were among the pioneers in the Indian arena to objectifying male body. Since media influences a great deal of social reality, men want to look more muscular in order to gain weightage and suit the tag of ideal man. The psychological pressure is more in the lower middle class and poor section who hardly have the money to afford service at this specialized gym or get hold of nutritionists to formulate a proper diet chart. Tryst to get a physique identical with media role models have led to psychological impact in the society, especially to the moral of a common man. Men have been found in increasing pressure to conform to the standard set by media produced messages. If they get closer towards attaining a desired feeling, the messages are deemed to be correct, while it is known fact that audience members are often found seeking role models in media. The urge to look up to the standard of role models have left a huge impact on self-evaluation. Men have been found comparing themselves with the role models and in the process adopt several measures which might not be suitable with their frame of reference. The comparison is not only limited to an individual but relates to the society. Social comparison are also very relevant. The results have been grave with men who develop low self-confidence in several instances when they have to face the world. Also, in an attempt to get an ideal shape, eating disorders in male have been found. Many resort to adopt strict diet routine without the consultation of a nutrition. Harston and Catton noticed that images in media led to a significant influences on men's dieting attitude. In fact, several of them use steroids to attain the muscularity endorsed in advertisement. As Hobsbawm and others states, the impact of ideal media images may also be seen in the increasing prevalence of eating disorders in epidemiology, body dysmorphia, excessive exercise, and steroid use among men. Excessive workouts, and control measures on diet have not only led to physical problems but have also created mental issues like decreases in self-esteem and depression. Franjui and Shields mentioned that body esteem is an important dimension of general self-esteem. Further, we shall now discuss over advertisements. Advertisements are Advertisements also play a big role in misrepresentation of male images. After achieving success, instilling among women the need to look fair in order to be counted as a valuable entity, marketers applied to the same formula to present male images. Masculinity image portrayed through media today demand a man to be fair besides being well built. Male fairness products have not only cropped up in the market, but the advertisement endorsing the same have demand those products to be perceived as absolutely necessary to gain success, like the advertisement of Fair and Handsome shows a man trying to get fair by using a female fairness cream. The ad has a considerable impact in the society since it leads to the growth of a tendency among men to look fair. The advertisement concludes that it is absolutely alright to develop a desire to look fair, but female fairness creams should not be used by a real man. Not only that, this particular brand is endorsed by popular Bollywood actors who are looked upon by many as their ultimate role model. The advertisement depict that this fairness can be achieved only with the uses of an array of products by a particular brand. No limiting to this, some of the ads also show men winning the attention of women after using such products. This automatically leaves an impression among modern men that in order to be regarded as handsome by the society, they have to apply such fairness creams and cleansers. This also indicates a gradual shift towards waiving of one's appearance more than the ability and qualities of the individual. While in earlier times a person was judged according to his characteristics, emotions, and feelings, it is more about his body features. In present scenario, Vede opinioned that facial features in men amounted to their self-esteem. A person would feel confident in facing any situation if he feels his looks are up to the mark created by the media images. Having six-pack abs and, if required, opting for food supplements, claiming same is predominant in the modern urban societies. While it was not uncommon in yesteryears also to follow the emerging heroes' looks, they sport have become extremely significant in recent times. For instance, there has been an increased tendency among men to keep beards since that is the latest mark of masculinity in media images, with renowned stars and celebrities sporting braided look. The fashion is umpitan. Now no sooner did the style become popular, the need to keep the braid in different shades and experiment with their shapes and size flooded the media market. Grown-ups may not be grossly impacted, but there might be disciplinary issues with high schools and college boys wearing the look. Yet again, media contents depiction of men not only impact society in regards to only looks but often leaves serious impressions. Media products over the ages have produced audience with a larger than life image of responsible men. In mainstream Hindi films, the hero has been always a male character who could go up to any extent to preserve the sanctity of a woman. A hero could take up a whole gang to save his girlfriend or wife. However, this may not stand true in the real situation when a common man fails to meet up to the expectation of their partners. It either lowers his respect or creates a discord. On the other hand, the image creator in Indian television soaps are absolutely opposite to films. Certain TV soaps in fact create image of men being weak and timid. Their actions are either assisted or corrected by the female protagonist. Therefore, the role media plays in representing a man often leads to dismissive behavioral traits in the society, as it seldom highlights the balanced picture. In a modern information hungry society, men undoubtedly used media to add up to their cognitions. However, representation at times may result in a let down effect of men. Besides, industrialized media, social media also leaves a considerable effect on the male section, especially the youth. Videos demonstrating workout session in one hand have brought men close to such information with ease, while on the other hand it has raised concerns about good health. Young men adopting such practices hardly consult specialists, which can at times result in the reverse outcomes. However, media plays a host of positive roles as well. It is through different channels of media that men come to know about the world and are exposed to array of career options and business fields. After a day's toil, entertainment contents no doubt help men to release their tension and escape from the work pressure. Media also provides company in luxury time besides opening an outlet to socialize with friends through social networking sites. In a nutshell, it can be said that media in recent times act as a part and parcel of almost every individual, leaving a huge impact in different capabilities. Hope you have enjoyed the lecture. For more details, please read the e-text of this lecture properly and attempt the question in the end. Thank you.